Hello, brothers and sisters. I would like and welcome to my page. Welcome to your dome. Which I talk about common sense from your only generational X individual alpha, rare alpha, indigo child on the internet right now. Higher than Kevin Simp Samuels. Rest his peace. I talk about shit because of the fact that I'm the realest motherfucker on the internet, okay, right? Because I'm myself. I don't try to look for validation. I don't try to look for subscribers. You know, if you are one of these individual types, if I name one of these things, you should not watch my videos. Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, and welcome to my page. My page is my common sense. I try to keep it down and then they get under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, 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 very important. And not important to liberals, libertards. When I say liberals, I'm talking about the left side, the emotional side. People who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink. When I say believe in God, I'm talking about external gods. Because you believe in them as their real beings. You don't think of hypotheticals. But if you believe in God, you believe you use drugs, you use smoke, you use drink, you alcoholics, escapism, you're sensitive. It's a list of things which makes you to get away from my fucking YouTube videos, right? Because I'm cringy and shit and I'm just being myself. You don't like that? Get the fuck out of here, man. I got people trying to defame my character by saying things that I'm not. If I say I'm schizo, right? Do you think I'm fucking lying about that shit? What the fuck is the problem, man? Are you gonna make fun of someone who you think is mentally ill because you don't know them? Okay, do they act mentally ill? Is what they're saying not making any sense? But if you are one of these individual imbeciles out there, please do not watch my videos. As I said before, check out my credentials down below. Okay? Because I'm no hoe. I'm the only realist alpha with videos and video footage, and I'm on PORNHUB. I'm on motherfucking OnlyFans. There ain't no guys like me on the internet. Fresh and fit and all them little baited motherfuckers. I'm not interested in coming on this show. I'm not down with that. You pay me. I had so many gay homos want to fuck me on my ass for $1 million. You think I'm joking? You think I'm for sale? No, I'm not that ambitious. But anyway, let's get on with the topic for today. Today's topic will be about, because I keep forgetting to make this video, maybe I did make it, okay? Which one is worse, torment or imprisonment? Which one? Is it worse to be mentally abused or physically abused? This is very important. Lots of people don't understand the long-term effect, the pathology of it. But let me tell you something about these things. If you are tired of something, constantly being pushed and pushed and pushed mentally, that's far less than being physically abused. You're going to remember that physical attribute more than that mental attribute. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. If someone's whipping your ass every day, right? If someone's whipping, you're going to remember that scar and you're going to wise up a little bit faster, right? You're going to remember that shit. And other than the other way, when someone's just talking to you disrespectfully or any kind of fucking way mentally, that's not going to have a hard effect. Would you rather be tormented and live, or would you rather die? When I see and I hear stories about people doing despicable things, I believe that torment should be as long as the person has been tormented by, until that person forgives. I believe the whole justice system needs to be revamped. Seriously, it really does. For example, let's say a 16-year-old child has been raped by an adult, right? The first thing you need to ask is that, do you want this guy to suffer? If the child say, I forgive this person, regardless of the situation, okay, of where that child's been, and that child remembers that child has a right to say, I forgive him, and I don't want no charges against them. Not the court system. It's not up to the court system to do that. Okay, I know how you would feel about certain things, but I hear despicable things all the time. If a person says, oh, I forgive that person, let it go. Let them make that decision. If I tell you you'll be cursed as long as you get in touch with me so you can break that spell of a curse, then that's different. That's my prerogative, right? Like, when you see Bill Cosby and all these women coming up, trying to steal his money, trying to put him under and shit, they don't want that man to suffer and rot in jail. They really don't, but they do because of the fact that they're being pushed by people behind the scenes who want money. If he was broke, or any motherfucker who's broke, that's not going to happen. Okay, you got to ask them and say, do you want this man to suffer with his legacy and his past? Do you want that man to suffer because he made some mistakes? Or he kept doing the mistake over and over, greatly sinning? A sin is when you keep doing the same thing, evil things over and over again. It's not a mistake. When you make a mistake, it is not a sin. When you're born in this world, it's not a sin. Okay? So torment is worse than death. So when people be saying, give him the death penalty, okay, why? Why would you want to do that? That's the easy way out. If I killed 15 people, I'd rather have the death penalty, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, be like, oh yeah, we should kill you. I say, thank you very much, motherfuckers. I'm like the Joker. Ha ha, you lose. You can't, that person will never learn. That person will never learn. So let's say, for instance, a person did some despicable thing. Let him suffer for many years outside. That's more torment. He might even kill himself. If too much love is given to him. Love destroys all things. That's what they say. But I don't know. Depends on the person and time or day. Okay? It depends on the person, time or day. Some people can't handle all that love and they'll just kill themselves. And that's the worst. If you commit suicide, seppuku, oh my motherfucking God. Oh my motherfucking God. I believe strongly that there's a karma to that. Karma dharma to the universe with that shit. You kill yourself, you're going to be in a lower frequency vibrational, another species, another body. The purpose of why we're here is for the experience of suffering and sorrow. Did you know that? It's a different type of experience from the other side. The other side, you can't remember where you came from because that would be not the point of this life. If you knew where you came from, you don't know the game. But most of you don't have enough common sense to come to my terms to understand what that is. Why are you here? Why do you think we're here in this world? For entertainment purposes. Correct. That's it. We're supposed to explore it just like if you go into a marriage for better or worse. You have to take the unpredictable with the predictable. It doesn't matter if you're a witch or a warlock or a demon. You're going to suffer for a time which some beings, I said, not just human beings, will suffer for it feels like eternity. So, if that makes any sense, or it does not make sense to some knucklehead person out there, because I know most of you humans are children. You can't talk to me because I'm telling you this is the facts in common sense. And then I give you, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink type shit, right? So you don't want to select suffering to live. You don't want to do that. Trust me. You want to die immediately because you knew you did something wrong. You knew it was wrong to talk to an underage girl. You knew that. Now, if you was ignorant, that's completely another subject. I see how to catch a predator that videos, and I see how many times those guys just walk up in there and say, "Do you know?" They should say, "Did you know it's against the law?" If one of them said, "No, I did not know," he should not be convicted. He did not know. Ignorance is, they say, ignorance is no excuse for the law. Okay, so what if you make a mistake? You should suffer too, right? If you make a mistake, you should suffer too. That's not how the law should work. It should work by the jurisdiction of the person who they put them in suffering. So if you suffer this, and this person said this, and this person said that, then it's a judgment upon the people, people directly, not a jury, okay, not a jury. You're going to need a tons worth of evidence in order to convict somebody because of a jury. That's not cool because there's a lot of biasm when it comes down to jurisdictions of the jury. And you got to watch that. You got to take process of elimination. If they're biased against a race or a particular type of things, you got to give them questionnaires before they can stand up on the jury, or else a jury of my peers. Because there's a lot of times people getting convicted because of hearsay. And that's not right. So the judge is going to be, it's really going to be up to the judge to determine. Because if you're a judge, that's the worst fucking job. To judge because you can't see and you did not see. You have to actually go to the defendant or go to and say, did you say this? And if one person says yes, and then another person says no, you have to prove it without the benefit of the doubt for both sides. But that doesn't work in the court of law. There's a portion of biasm in the courts of law. But anyway, if you do a heinous offense, right, and you think you're going to suffer for eternity, it's up to the person to make you suffer that. Okay, all right? And that's all I really got to say. I've been talking for 10 minutes. So I know that torment is worse than fucking death. And I know that physical abuse is definitely harder than fucking mental abuse. So don't get them too twisted. Don't get them twisted. It's worse. It's worse to be physically abused. It's worse to be physically tormented. Trust me, I know. That's a fact. It's not an opinion. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I love the animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. Because I'm not your average man. and I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.